Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be discussing Call of Duty 2020, as well as the recent news that the game is not going to be revealed anytime soon. This information was first revealed a couple of days ago, but in true NerosCinema fashion, here I am covering it several days later, but that's due to two things, right? Number A, it's because I was out of town when this news came out, so it was actually impossible to make a video, and number B, I was hoping that more information would come out so that once I was home and actually able to make a video, we would have more to discuss. But unfortunately, official news for Call of Duty 2020 is still as scarce as ever. So the rumors, in case you guys haven't heard, are that Call of Duty 2020 is not going to be revealed anytime soon. A lot of fans had hoped that it would at the very least be teased during the PlayStation 5 reveal, but unfortunately it was not. It wasn't even mentioned. It was right after this that on social media, things started to blow up because fans were wondering what is going on with this game. Why was it not revealed? How have they not even mentioned the game so far? And that's when Jason Schreier responded by saying that the game might not be announced anytime soon, according to his sources. This was later backed up by the editor over at Eurogamer, who claims that we are a little ways off from the official reveal, maybe even further than some people expect. Now, if you guys don't know, this is by far the longest we've had to wait for an official Call of Duty reveal. I took the liberty of putting together this little chart right here, which catalogs the dates that the past decade of Call of Duty games had their reveal trailers posted to YouTube. I also have the amount of days between when those trailers were revealed and the day that this video is being posted, which is June 17th. Now, what's most mind-blowing about this is we're talking about reveal trailers here, right? Trailers that show gameplay, they show the campaign, they tease different aspects of the game, sometimes they show some things in multiplayer, or zombies, or a third game mode, and then you look at Call of Duty 2020, we still don't even have an official name for the game yet. They have not even given us a name. Activision hasn't even confirmed which studio is working on the game. By this point, in every other year for the past decade, we've had official trailers. Usually we have multiplayer trailers coming out. We've had tons of teasers. We even have dates announced for the beta. And then this year, we don't really have anything. And the reason why that is because allegedly, based on the leaks and the rumors, the development for COD 2020 has been a complete and total disaster. To quickly recap, Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software were rumored to be making their own Cold War-themed Call of Duty title for 2020, and then Treyarch was going to be working on something completely different, likely their own game for Call of Duty 2022, but then something just went completely wrong. The game that Sledgehammer and Raven were working on reportedly was a complete flop. The two studios could not work that well together, and Activision had to step in. They appointed Treyarch as the lead developer for the game, which basically cancels anything they were working on for Call of Duty 2022, and they did this with just 9 months left until Call of Duty 2020's Q4 launch. Then, after a month or so after they became the lead developer for the game, the entire world shut down, and all of the developers had to work at home. So, while yes, development was still ongoing, it wasn't nearly the quality of development that they could probably do with everybody working at the studio. Instead, they're all working from their computers at home and talking over voice over IP about how to put the game together. That definitely is not ideal. I believe this is why Call of Duty 2020 has not been revealed yet. I think it's because the development cycle is so backed up right now that they are not ready to show the world what they have been working on. But at the same time, right? How in the world haven't they at least announced the name of the game, right? Unless development is so completely screwed right now that they may just overhaul the entire name and theme of the game with just 3 or 4 months until launch, they could probably just give us a name. Unless that's the case, they could probably give us a name or give us a couple of teasers, but they're not doing that, and that's definitely concerning. Part of me wonders if maybe this is some sort of viral marketing, right? The leaks are suggesting that the game is going to be called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which is definitely a mouthful. Just call it Black Ops Cold War or call it Call of Duty Cold War. One of those two. Don't call it Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War because that is way too much. But when you think about the theme of the Black Ops universe, right? And then then think about the fact that literally everything we know about the game is based off of leaks, rumors, and data mining, then you'll realize that the theme of the game and the quote-unquote marketing kind of line up. But then again, this happens every single year. Every year we have leaks and we have rumors and we have data mining, and oftentimes we know pretty much everything about the game before it's even revealed, so I don't think this is some sort of like 5,000 IQ viral marketing on the part of Activision, but rather I think this is the result of one of the worst, if not the worst, development cycles in Call of Duty history. As much as I hate to say it, if the game is in this bad of a state, they should delay it. They should delay Call of Duty 2020. Unless we're missing something completely here and the game is actually in a super amazing state and they plan to just take the shotgun approach when it comes to marketing, where they reveal the game and then right after that they give us trailers and after that they give us a date for the beta and then the beta comes out. Unless they plan to do all of that one after another, I really can't see this game being as good as fans are hoping, and I don't think the game is even as good as the developers want it to be. If that's the case, they should simply delay the game. And I've said it before, and I'll say it a million times over, I would be perfectly happy with a midsummer release of Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, and then we could see both Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare 2019 receive updates throughout the rest of 2020 and 2021 until it's time to properly release Black Ops Cold War in the state that it should be, the state that the fans deserve, and the state that the developers are proud of. For me personally, I think the past few years of Call of Duty have actually been really good. Between Modern Warfare Remastered and Call of Duty World War II and Black Ops 4, I had a blast playing these past few years and making tons of videos, and though obviously Modern Warfare 2019 is not my cup of tea, which is well documented on my channel as well as my Twitch channel, even then, that's okay, right? Because not every single game resonates with every single player in the community, right? I'm fine with me not liking Modern Warfare 2019 because I like Black Ops 4, I like Modern Warfare Remastered, I like a lot of the games that have come out recently, so I would be perfectly happy if they were to go back to updating Black Ops 4 with a couple of updates and then continuously updating Modern Warfare 2019 as well as Warzone for an additional year. They should do that for an additional year and then release Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War when it's actually ready. And of course, also throw in Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered in there because that would be freaking amazing. I could talk about this literally all day, but I feel like a remaster of Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer would make money hand over fist, and reportedly, the game's been done since 2018, but for some reason, Activision won't pull the trigger on releasing it, and then the leaks came out suggesting that the developers don't think the player base is going to like Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. What could they have possibly done to ruin Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered and make it so fans wouldn't be excited for it? Because Modern Warfare 2 is considered by a large percentage of the player base to be the best game in the franchise. Not everybody's going to agree, but a lot of people will say that Modern Warfare 2 is the best game in the COD series, and it also released during the peak of the Call of Duty franchise, in my own personal opinion. When I think about that game, I picture Modern Warfare 2, but with Robert Bulling's Forgotten patch implemented, which would fix the one-man army noob tube spam, and then on top of that, I picture a bunch of quality of life improvements, like an endgame Dark Matter style camo to go for, as well as a fleshed out combat record, which Modern Warfare 2 didn't even have. Then on top of that, I picture weekly updates like we saw with the original Modern Warfare Remastered. When I think back to that game, there was seemingly always something new coming out and something to look forward to, though at the same time, remasters aren't as cut and dry as some fans may think, and I think this is possibly why they decided to not release Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, at least at this time, right? If they do decide to release Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, would you, the person watching this video, would you personally want them to add a battle pass, for example? What if all of the DLC maps for Modern Warfare 2 were to also be remastered and be released incrementally, and then to pay for all that, they have a battle pass which rewards cosmetic items? Would you like that? On the flip side of that, would you like it if the battle pass were to have actual weapons, for example, right? Call of Duty 4 came out before Modern Warfare 2, so it would make sense for more Call of Duty 4 weapons to be in Modern Warfare 2, such as the AK-74U, but would you like that? That would change up the balance of the game, and we saw that with Modern Warfare Remastered, where they added these DLC weapons that were not in Call of Duty 4, and in some cases, they were better than the other guns that were originally in the game. The example I go with all the time is the BOS-14 Assault Rifle is the best full-auto assault rifle statistically in Modern Warfare Remastered, even though it was not a gun that was in Call of Duty 4. They can add weapons to the game that are better than the base guns, and that throws off balance quite a bit, right? Do you want to see that with Modern Warfare 2? There's there's definitely a discussion to be had there. What if they were to add more prestiges than 10, for example, or maybe add a Prestige Master system with 1,000 levels after 10th Prestige? There are lots of people that have lots of opinions about a remaster of that game. Some people want absolutely no changes whatsoever. They just want a repopulated Modern Warfare 2 with better graphics and more things to do, whereas other people want some quality of life changes, and some other people want a complete revamp that rebalances weak weapons, like for example the F2000 and the Uzi, and then nerfs stronger weapons like maybe the FAMAS or the UMP45. There's definitely a lot to discuss when it comes to a remaster, and I would love to do a video breaking down everything I would personally like to see with a remaster of Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. So if you guys want to see a video like that, please leave a comment down below. But getting back on topic here, I do feel as though, as much as I hate to say it, that Call of Duty 2020 should be delayed, right? I have been craving another Black Ops style game like the original Black Ops, right? Cold War / Vietnam. That is my favorite game in the COD franchise. If you don't know, Black Ops 1 for me is personally my favorite game in the entire series. And so now that I hear another one like that is going to be coming out, I'm pretty stoked for it. But anything worth having is worth waiting for. Call of Duty has a really nasty habit of releasing games in very incomplete states. You look at Modern Warfare, for example, dropping Obsidian camo long after a lot of people could have earned it if it was there at launch. And then you look at the 9 standard multiplayer maps that we had in Call of Duty World War II, where you look at how Blackout took like 6 months to get into a proper state with Black Ops 4. I understand that games are always a work in progress, and one of the fun things about online games these days is you always know that things are going to change and things are going to be added, but I think it would be much better if games were in a super fleshed out state and ready to go right from launch, because if that were the case, then the updates that we receive would be adding to an already amazing experience as compared to the past couple of years where it seems like most games release in a super incomplete state, and then the first 3 months of updates are basically just meant to make the game feel like it should have when it initially came out. I don't know about you guys, I'm pretty tired of that. I would love a super complete game at launch and then have that be the cake and then have everything else be the icing on the cake, rather than all the updates basically being bits of the cake itself, if that makes any sense. I've used that example before. I'm not sure if it resonates with everybody, but that's how I always picture the Call of Duty franchise. Either way, whatever happens with Call of Duty 2020, I will be playing it. I will be trying to do my best to cover it. I'll cover everything and anything related to that game, but I still wanted to throw my 2 cents in as to what I feel as though they should do at this stage in the development cycle for COD 2020, and I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. As always, once again, I will keep you posted with more news and more details as they become available, but for right now, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.